Shalom Akim. I'm gonna give all praises and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and salutations to all the Akim, all four corners of earth who's pushing his truth and sincerity. Shalom Akim. I want to get into this article right here, man. It says, U.S. troops' new transgender policy will pay troops transitional bills, reports. So, under this new administration, the troops will be able to transform into whatever gender they feel linked to. 'Cause that's what it's about nowadays. It's about whatever gender you feel close to. That's what you could be now. Not what you were born with, the genitalia that you were born with, but whatever one you feel close to. That's the policy that Babylon is pushing upon you. Let's not forget that Babylon also gives these guys their holidays. He gives them health care and different things to that nature. He gives them even certain cuts and sections of the city where they can live okay and be okay. No, not a problem in the world. But that's not enough. That's still not enough. I remember when I was younger as a kid, we had a president by the name of Clinton. He told the people, the guys that felt like they wanted to be transgender, he said came out with a bill called Don't Ask, Don't Tell. That lasted for quite some time until like recent years when these guys, they started having coming out parties and stuff. So I guess that was thrown out the window, you know. But a lot of those policies have now been thrown out, you know, like I just said. In this new administration is picking them back up. Well, not even picking them back up, but tearing those up and coming up with their own, man. You know. So who's gonna fit this bill for this transgender stuff that we're going through, man? When the scriptures speak against that, man, you know, the Lord doesn't like any a man that puts on woman's clothes or a woman that puts on men's clothes and then goes out and perform those abominable acts. He definitely doesn't deal with that, you know. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and we see that daily with these different draconian laws that he pushes upon us, man. They got transgender kids reading books to the kids. It's lucky, not kids, but they got transgender adults reading to the kids, having them sit on their laps and everything. Like this is okay. And their parents are there because these kids are very young. So we got to question two people there, the parents and the men who was allowing these kids to sit on their lap. And they have changed their gender just to read a book to the kids. What is your ultimate goal? What are you fulfilling when you do that type of weirdness? You know? But in this society, that's those type of things, you know, those guys they're the heroes of today's society. One of the top heroes in America in the 70s, this Jenner guy, Bruce Jenner, he he did all his track and field, decathlon. He was a decathlon guy, you know, one of the top things in track that you'll ever find. You know, and in 2000 something, they went on ahead and turned him into a woman. But all through the 70s and 80s, this was a man, you know, and a top athlete at that. Not just regular dude. But once again, I was just saying that to let you know that these are the things that Babylon pushes and encourages. You know, they encourage the people, they encourage the kids to change sexes. That's what's happening right now. They have laws put out that tell the kids to go ahead and get a sex change if you feel like it. And if your parents say something, don't worry, we got something for them, you know. So let me read a little of this article and then I'm going to bring on another verse. After President Biden lifted Donald Trump's ban on transgender people joining the military, the Pentagon is set to unveil its new transgender policy. The military will reportedly handle the medical bills of trans personnel. Biden overturned Trump's ban in January with a White House statement at the time saying that gender identity should not be a bar to military service. Trump announced a ban on new gender recruits in 2017, citing tremendous medical costs and disruption after 2 years of legal waggling. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of the ban in 2019, which by that stage had been watered down from a blanket ban to a requirement for troops to serve as their birth gender, and a probation on transitioning while in service. So they're having the problems are conflicted here in Babylon, man. They're having a problem. They told them to just whatever you were born with, that's what you're going to be on your birth certificate. And they'll still try to change their sex. But guess what? In some states have different laws, so they'll go with what was said. You got to go with what was on your birth certificate. So and these people they don't want to do that. They don't want to go with what was on their birth certificate. They do not want to go with what the Lord blessed them with, man. This place is not a God-fearing society as it poses, as it lies to say. That's why we need the Lord to come back and destroy this place, man. We have wicked things like this. How are kids going to how are kids going to grow in a world like this when they don't know a man from a female or vice versa? They have now, LGBTQ has about 12 different gender things, if I'm not mistaken, if not even more, because some people don't even, they call themselves gender neutral. They have a name for everything, man. Everything they have a name for. Let me bring this out. This Ecclesiastes 10:6, folly is set in great dignity. And these different things that I'm speaking about, these men having kids reading on their laps, this folly right here with this transgender, you have to remind a man that was born as a man that on his birth certificate says man, that you are a man, that this is what you have to identify with. They don't want to identify with that. I think some cases you could even get sued for calling a man that's not a man, Slaki, you can even get sued for calling a man that is born a man, but it now identifies itself as a woman. So if you continuously call them that, then you can get sued for that, man. These are the different draconian laws that are put up in this place, man. So how can, so we know for a fact the Lord doesn't despise this place, man. He despises the wickedness, man. The sins of this place have mounted up to heaven, man. Why would you want to continuously go and dwell in this place, man? Especially you do business and try to build here in this place, man. This is not a God-fearing society, man. Ecclesiastes 10:6, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low places. And who are the rich, man? The prophets to push these words, man. We are the rich, man. And we sit in low places. Look at the neighborhoods that we're in, man. The jobs that we have to go to, we're always at the bottom, man. That's why you have to wait for the Lord to come back to get rid of this stuff, man. Because we could, us talking out against this is breaking down so many strongholds. But at the end of the day, we need the Lord to really come back and fight that good fight for us, man. Fight that ultimate fight for us. Because this devil's getting ready to come down upon us, man. Because we speak out against these things, man. We speak out against these atrocities, man. These are human atrocities that he puts upon our people, man. You're sickening our kids. You're sickening, you're sickening our people. You're sickening our kids. Our women think this is okay. Transgender is okay, They think that a RuPaul is okay. They think that a Madea is fine and dandy. Let's just laugh at it. It's all fun and games. But like I like to ask them, it's all fun and games until what? Until your son turns out to be like that. Till your boyfriend turns out to be, a butt smacker. These are the things that you ask our people, man, and they get mad at you, upset with you, because you try to stand. When being in this truth, we have fortitude, and we try to stand for something. And you ask them, what are you standing for? And they can't give you the answer, man. They'll stand for anything. So therefore, you'll die for anything. But yeah, let me bring some more out of this verse. So he says, what level of transit care would be deemed medically necessary? Necessity is still unclear. Fully transitioning can cost upwards to $100,000. You see that? While procedures can also come with shocking price tags, breast surgery for male to female patients can cost $9,000. A genitalia surgery, a 6-hour procedure, could cost more than $25,000. Doctors do not always recommend such drastic procedures, however, and hormone therapy typically costs a more modest $50 to $250 a month. So these are different prices that people are willing to pay. Well, not even people, because now we have the government that's willing to step in and use your taxpayers' money to pay for this. So how is this a God-fearing place, man, when they're able to do wickedness like this? These are the things that we ask, man. And we get our pages shut down. We get condemned for talking like this. But it's okay, man, because we're still doing the Lord's work, man, at the end of the day. Man, I just wanted to bring this out, man, because I felt this was very disturbing, that the military is now costing the bill. I've also heard that some jails, will be coming with that same bill that they'll allow someone to change genders in jail because they'll allow the taxpayers to pay for that. We have homeless people. We have food crisis. We have all sorts of crises all on the checklist. But this is what the government deems necessary. With that being said, I hope this is edifying. Shalom, Akim.